Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're with Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us as always here in Talara is Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
Alright, but I don't want to move.
What do you mean? Why don't you want to move? Why? What's wrong? We're standing, this is exactly where we logged out last week. We're standing on the fence. In fact, hi guys, watching from home. You might remember this is where we logged out, right in front of this awesome statue. Oh, you don't want to move because you don't want to mess up the view of this amazing statue in the background, right?
You've got your camera zoomed in a little bit?
Yeah, I'm zoomed in on us. Hang on, I'll zoom in even more. There we are. Look at us. Aren't we pretty? Yes, I'm looking at us. Why?
Alright, swing your camera around.
I'm swinging left to right. Why? Has something changed in the game?
No, just swing it all the way around so...
Oh, you mean right around?
Back, or you're facing our back, okay. Yeah.
Ah!
So 180
oh my
degrees.
lord! Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Okay, you've got... How... Alright, what's happening? What's happening?
I don't know, maybe he likes us.
That is the most... Hang on, is that a real... It is, if I click on him, I can target... Oh, I see what's happened. Right, so we logged in here, exactly where we logged out last week, and obviously there's some kind of weird... Well, something to do with the aggro tables, I guess, but because we've logged in here... I mean, if we were this close and we'd, like moved this far, he'd be aggroing on us, wouldn't he?
Yeah, even further away he would have aggroed on us.
That's hilarious. Well, there you go, folks. Looks like we've discovered, well, I guess it's a little Easter egg or a bug or something. That's bizarre. I guess if you log in, then it doesn't detect you in the aggro tables or something. That, you know what? We've got this rare opportunity, Tallahassee, to have this upfront, close and personal look at these lesser golems. Let's zoom right in here and have a good old, look at that. We actually get to see the detail in its face. Wow, that's cool. And of course, right down below here is the Runebound vessel. That's the most bizarre thing I think I've ever seen. You know what? I think we should issue a challenge to any of our other viewers. If you're looking at this and going, what the heck is going on? Why don't you try going to a zone where you know there are mobs, kill the mobs, and log out right in the middle of them. So in other words, come in here, for example, or wherever you might be, kill everything away so you don't die, but actually log out there. So when you log back in, you're right in the thick of it. I wonder if the same thing will happen to others. You'd think that this would have happened to us before, wouldn't you? But it hasn't.
You'd think that, and I've logged out and then had, mobs spawned basically on me.
Right.
And been attacked straight away.
Yeah.
But I have never actually seen this.
Yeah, because that's happened to us in our own episodes. We've come back and it's like, oh my god, we have to clear out the area before we start filming. So what precisely made this any different? We don't know. Well, there you go. Look, if anyone from Trion is watching this episode, big hello to you, by the way. And there you go. Explain that one. I'm guessing, Tallahassee, you mentioned this earlier. I mean, if we buffed ourselves or moved so much as a millimeter, I would say that the aggro table will sort of trigger, wouldn't it?
You'd hope so.
Yeah,
Let's find out.
We'll find that. Hang on, before we do, I guess. And there you go. Oh, well, look at that. No, it didn't. No, okay, hang on, there we go. More buffs. Let's get all of I've got 4 buffs to put up. Okay, so I wonder what's going to trigger this guy. We'll check in just a second. Maybe it's the actual movement of our characters. But you'd think that lumbering fiend over there, the one I've got targeted to our left, it's moving about. So you think at least that one would aggro. This is the most bizarre thing. What a rare opportunity we've got to see inside the lives of the lesser golems as we study them in their natural habitat. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Anyhow, this thing down here is flashing as well. And we can see here, we have a look on our map, guys. We are here to finish what we started last week, and that is, well, we've got a hand in there. We've got a General Stanig hand in. We've got to go speak with him, but we've also got to collect these vessel fragments, one of which is sparkling in front of us. We've got to kill Runebound Demons. We've got to banish more Voidspawn. Of course, we did some of that last week, and I'm guessing, well, we've got to get rid of these gold. Okay, well, look, I don't know. Should we have a bet? What do you think will happen when one of us just moves back or forwards or something? Do you reckon that'll trigger it?
I reckon that'll do it. Let's see what happens.
All right, you step back or something. No? Okay, hang on, wait a minute.
Is it because we're on the fence?
It could be. Maybe it's because... Hang on, I'm going to run around on this side of the fence. I think they're still not taking notice of us. And by the way, did you see that Sezzy in our league chat there, our guild chat, is saying, bombing the Let's Play, Hello there, Cezzy. Nice to see you. And of course, reminding you guys, if you'd like to come along and join the crazy shenanigans that the guys get up to in Seraphim, just click on the link in the description. It's always in every single week's video there. Okay, so this is weird. We're basically going no, and they're still not seeing. I'm presuming Tallahassee. This is just bizarre. Why don't you hop off the front and see what happens? Just a little bit. Just at least get down on the front there, and maybe that'll trigger him. Here we go. Sneaking off the front. Wow. You're walking in the air now. Okay, this is one bizarre episode. There we go. Yeah, I was just going to say, you know what that calls for? It's a blast from the past, folks. That's right. It's the dancing shenanigans. Why not? If we're going to do it at any time, why not do it while we're floating in the air right in front of a lesser golem who can't see us? Does it get any weirder than this, mate?
No, this is definitely the strangest that I've seen it. I'm wondering if the lumbering fiend... No, he's not even going to pay attention to us either.
I know, and you'd think he would. Okay, go on, move forward. Move forward until you drop down on the ground. I bet you that'll trigger it. Surely. There we go. Yep. Wow. Okay, so I guess your theory was probably right there. I reckon it probably was the fact that we spawned off the ground. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, but that doesn't make a whole heap of sense either.
No, I know, because by the way, we're using these demon suppressors here. I think is that what we need to use, the demon suppressors to try and banish these Voidspawn? Yeah, right, okay. Oh my lord! Tallahassee has got friends.
Yep, says he's just rounding everything up for us, so that's thanks for that, mate.
Oh, it says it. I thought that was you. I didn't even see him there amongst all of the action going on there. It is Cezzy. Hello, mate, that's right. That's what happens when you're a member of Seraphim. These guys come over and cause all sorts of shenanigans, and of course they're helping us out as well. Thank you, Cezzy. Where is he? There he is. Let's say thanks. There we go. Well, that's one way of doing it, Tallahassee.
Yeah, no, that's unusual, but that's the way we do it.
Wow, okay, well, that is bizarre what just happened. I'm guessing that maybe the actual trigger... Well, you'd think that the trigger for whether or not a mob knows that we're here would be proximity, not whether or not our feet are on the ground. It's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, he's pointed out there's a sparkly thing on the ground somewhere. I'm guessing he's referring to you.
Oh, okay. Hang on, there we go. No, I'm not a sparkly... Oh, there it is. Look at that. What is that? A rare artifact. Ooh. Yeah, he's saying, you know you want to pick up the sparkly thing. There we go. Oh, what's that thing? What's that ghost? Gosh, this is the most bizarre episode I think we've had in a long time. What are we going to do next? I'm bored. What is this? Tallahassee, please tell me.
You have a companion.
Who? Me?
You.
How do I have a companion?
Because magic.
Wait a minute. Is that because I picked up the artifact?
Yeah, check and see if you got a buff on you.
Alright, we'll check that in just a second. We'll grab this. Seeing as it's respawned right there, of course we're opening these little arcs here to try and kill off these Runebound Demons, because that's what we need for our quest. Cinderburst! There we go, 4 out of 5. Okay, checking for a buff. Prismatic Glory, Enraged Essence, Aspect of the Fallen Hero, Flaring Intellect... Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't have any weird buffs. So, are we saying that
Interesting.
that artifact actually gave me that little companion there?
Looks like it.
Well, I'm actually trying to find the artifact in my bags. Now, if I type in the word artifact, will it show up? Let's see. Oh, yeah.
No.
It is.
What did it say when you picked it up?
Well, I don't think it said anything. Hang on, we'll check in a second. I'm just going to actually get rid of these artifacts. Let's have a look here. Best thing about being dead, I'm bored. Tallahassee has looted. You received a tattered standard. Nothing. There was nothing in the chat log that actually said anything. And these things here don't appear to be anything to do with it. I'm just checking. No, these are all bunny tears and stuff like that. The last days of Hammerknell, maybe it's that. I don't know. Could be a ghost thing? I don't know. Well, folks, there you go. There's our first question of the episode. I can't
select it either.
For you, yeah, it's weird. You can't actually target it or anything. That's the most bizarre thing. I can't remember the last time we've had an episode this bizarre. We've had mobs that can't see us. we've had crazy shenanigans from our good old guildmates, and then now I'm being followed around by a ghost who, in his own words, has admitted that he's very bored. Alright, I don't think today can get much stranger. And what's this? This is an idol right in the middle of our questing area.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, well, we can't get any stranger today, folks. I guess that's why we like Rift. You never know what the heck's going to happen. Let's get some AoE fire here.
To be appreciated.
Yeah, look at that. Look at all that damage pouring off. Oh, I love it so much. I love being a fire. Oh, now, by the way, do you know what I forgot to do this week? Because you guys might know, of course, Dub, who helps us, he comes along here and helps us out with our talent tree. I forgot to actually get hold of him this week because, as we all know, I've got 3 talent points in my soul tree that I really want to spend. Whoops, wrong thing. I'm trying to kill them. In actual fact, we wanted to banish them. Whoopsie. So yeah, whoopsie. Sorry about that, folks. We'll have to do that next week because I really do want to spend those points because obviously I'm really putting myself at a disadvantage by not doing so. I don't suppose you've got spare points. I suppose you're spending yours as they come?
Yes, I am doing the responsible thing.
Yes, whatever.
Then again, I also know what spec I'm going for.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Of course, my spec was built by Dub and I love it a lot. I love it a whole lot. There we go. So that is 5 out of 5 of those demons. So what do we have to do? We've still got to banish a whole bunch of Voidspawn here. Now, where were the Voidspawn? Are they out of these containers over here, aren't they?
No, they're out of the golems.
Oh, the golems. Okay, all right. Wow, I still can't get over what a bonkers episode this has been. And of course, we had a bit of a nuts one the other day as well. Still haven't managed to figure out what on earth that aeronaut was all about. Have you ever had any more thought about that? Like what he was doing out in the middle of nowhere and what that was meant to be about?
No.
Weirdest things ever. Oh, and now it's raining. Alright, that's just bizarre. Just bizarre. Alright, golem.
Yeah.
Golem time. This ghost keeps talking about, wondering about how his kids are doing. Keeps saying that the best part about being dead is not having to pay that dang soul mender half of his income. Alright, so it's obviously a bit of a funny thing. Wow, I wonder if it was the actual artifact that I picked up that triggered it. I'm guessing so.
I'm guessing so as well.
Unless it was something that Sezzy was doing, because he's the one that actually said, you know, you got to pick that shiny up on the ground. Maybe he actually dropped it there. Maybe it was deliberate.
Possibly.
Wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him. Anyhow, now speaking of our wonderful guild and raiding, etc., I don't suppose you've had any time recently to come onto the game and do any raiding, or do you know if the guild is actually still raiding?
As far as I know, they are.
Yep.
But I honestly haven't had much of a chance because this game, you may have heard of it, came out called Diablo 3 came out.
Oh,
You've heard of it?
Yeah, I think you're the same as everyone else. So many games have had people sort of just disappear. It doesn't mean people are leaving the games. It just means they're taking a bit of a break to fight off the minions of Sanctuary, I guess, is the best way of putting it. So you haven't got... Oh, there we go. 8. Did that count for you, the vessel fragments, by the way? Or were you getting your own ones?
No.
Do you need any more?
I still need to get 5 more.
Oh gosh, okay. I've all done. I'm completely done on mine. So I'm going to look out. There's another one over here, by the way. Oh, and there's Golem. Golems we need, guys, because we've got 21 out of 28 of our void spawns banished. We need to get more done. Now, Tallahassee, there's something very exciting that happened this week in terms of Rift. And we've been talking about it quite a bit, and of course there's been lots and lots of media about it. I won't spoil the story. Something happened, an announcement was made. What was that?
A very exciting announcement.
Yeah.
There is going to be an expansion.
To Rift!
And yeah, by the sounds of it, it's going to be pretty freaking awesome.
Oh man, I tell you what, you know what, in fact, we'll link, I think they've got a landing page up, haven't they, with basically the idea of what the actual expansion is all about and what it's going to be offering and what content it is going to bring, etc, etc. So they've actually got that up on one of the Trion sites there. So what we shall do is put a link to that in the description below this video, and I highly recommend you guys go and check it out because, like Tallahassee says, it's really exciting. It looks like they're really going to pull out the stops on this one. I mean, I don't know, do we want to spoil? I suppose it doesn't matter. I mean, all this stuff is up on the website, but what's one of the coolest features you reckon is coming up in the expansion?
I really like the idea of the new zones.
Yes.
To me, they all sound really good.
Well, you know what?
Like,
there we go. I'm complete
all of
for
them.
the void spawns, by the way. Don't know about you. Are you done?
Yep, I'm done for them as well.
All right.
So anytime you want to go AoE on them...
Yeah, I was going to say I can't... I was trying to find the banishing thing, but of course it's disappeared. Whoops. Here we go. Yes, now this is, a whole new set of zones. I mean, we haven't even got anywhere near completing the first lot. So much content. Oh, by the way, do we have to get the rubbings now? Collect tablet rubbings. Where's that? Over this way. Okay, right. Here's the tablets. You know what? I think... Is there going to be a new faction, or did I read that wrong?
I didn't read everything extremely closely, but the thing that gets me is they're saying that they've got 2 zones that are going to be twice or 3 times as large as what already exists.
I know. I mean, that's blew my mind. I can't believe that because... Now, by the way, did that count for you?
That's bananas. No, it did not.
Okay, right. To get our own ones again. Yep, in fact, hang on, I need some drinky as well. Where's my drinkies? Here we go, sweet berry wine. Yeah, that blew my mind as well because we know that the game world here in Talara is already ginormous. I mean, my mind boggles at the thought of anything 3... I mean, what do they mean? Do they mean that the new zone is 3 times bigger in total than everything that's already here, or just the size of an existing zone?
3 times the size of the existing continent.
Oh my god. I mean, that's bonkers. That's bananas. That's just so big. Now, another thing that I've forgotten to read
That's
about
what she said.
was whether or not they're going to be expanding the level cap to do all this stuff. Do we know?
They are. It's going to 60.
Oh, going to 60, right. So you can tell, folks, I'm hoping that this is extremely big news. And you know what, it's bizarre for us because we haven't actually finished, the content that's already here, let alone, be ready for accepting any of the new stuff that comes in. But there are a whole bunch of features, and look, I won't spoil it in case you don't want to know, but that's the biggest one, is the fact that there is like a brand new zone, and that is really super exciting. But there are a whole bunch of features there that you may or may not want to discover about at this early stage. So I'll leave it up to you guys again. Just hop to the link that I put in the description below this video, and that'll take you straight to their information page. Now I'm trying to remember the name of the expansion. It escapes me just now. I don't suppose you know off the top of your head.
No. Thunder something?
Storm
Lightning
something maybe? Is it Storm?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, something like that. What do we got here? I need to get rid of... I'm just going to get rid of that. I so need to get rid of stuff out of my bags. Man, talk about bad.
That's right, we can do that in a second. Here
we go.
Bring someone along that can help you with that.
Oh, that's right, you're going to summon Cadbury. Good old Cadbury. Thank goodness Tallahassee's around. Man, you know what? Last week we were talking about this area and how awesome it looks. It still looks awesome, by the way. I love the cherry blossoms. Very cool. Wow, I'm just so excited about this expansion. So, look, guys, go and have a read about all of the features that are coming. And thank you for that, Tallahassee. Appreciate it. Look at that, a whole bunch of bag space. Woohoo! Here we go. That freed up enough room. Thank you, Cadbury. Go have a read, if you like, of all of these new features and let us know down below what is exciting you guys the most about what they're saying is going to be in the new expansion. And of course, you know what, I'm thinking that hopefully as well that might trigger a whole bunch of people to come back to the game as well, although still the game seems relatively busy. I don't think it's got any worse. I think it's sort of settled at that nice point where, people have gone away, they've played Star Wars, and, well, we all know the fate of Star Wars. In fact, today, Tallahassee, you tweeted some interesting news about Star Wars The Old Republic. What was that?
Yeah, it's gone free to play, at least from levels 1 through 15.
Yep, and this, of course, coming from, as we expected, coming from the company that said they would never go free to play and that they're just not set up for it, etc., etc. I guess that's what happens, Tallahassee. When you're bleeding subscribers, you're sort of forced into desperate measures. Do you want to take this one? How many tablets you got? I got 3 of 6.
I've got 1.
Oh, I think, yeah. You can have that one. So, yeah, that was very interesting news. So, free to play Star Wars The Old Republic, good lord. What do you think, though? Do you think that's going to be enough to bring people back? Because, I mean, surely it's going to need massive changes, not just the fact that it's going free to play.
Honestly, I don't think it's going to change much.
No.
In the grand scheme of things.
I mean, look, in your humble opinion, what do you think is the single biggest flaw of Star Wars The Old Republic? I mean, for me, it's the fact that, in my opinion, they concentrated so much on the story and all the rest of it, and people very quickly realised that they could just basically hit spacebar a lot, and it didn't matter if they sat through all the story or not. It's kind of like Mass Effect. At the end of the day, it makes absolutely bloody no difference, really, to your experience in the game, save for a few cosmetic things. You always get funneled down the same path anyway, so people just sit there hitting escape, spacebar, whatever, and what it meant is that all the time and effort they spent, all the millions of dollars they spent, you know, with this huge in-depth story and the voice acting and all the rest of it, all that did was take away from the development time spent on what I would consider the core of an MMO, which is, let me think, content? I don't know, that's what I think its biggest flaw was. Oh, and there's a quest over there too. What about you?
Yeah, I think there was not enough to do.
Yeah.
Like, afterwards, and that was the problem. They released the game and then they said, yep, don't worry, there's going to be heaps to do. And then there wasn't.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. In fact, you know, end-game in Star Wars, well, there is no end-game. I mean, all you can do is endlessly PvP. Whereas, you know, if they'd taken a leaf out of, you know, a book written by these guys here, Trion, I mean, Rift has just done such a great job in terms of the activities you can actually get up to at any stage of the game. You've just always got a choice of multiple things to do. By the way, here we go. Kill enthralled rune binders, 0 out of 16. That would be these that we've already been killing. Grrr. Hate when that happens. Huh.
Yeah. We just came about it from a slightly wrong angle, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Never mind. Who's that?
That's right. What we'll do is that is a Defiant.
It is too. And are they flagged for PvP and they're level 50, so we shouldn't... no, we're not going to attack them, are we?
No, we're not going to attack them.
Well, you know what? It's amazing again. You know, here we are. We started off just... what we're doing, collecting some runes and killing golems, and already it's turned into, I mean, we're almost out of time in our episode once again. There's just this never-ending supply of content here, it would seem, in Rift, and, you know, with all due respect to all the various games, I'm sorry, but it's basically the polar opposite of Star Wars The Old Republic. Like I said, what I think Trion got right with this game is the fact that at any particular point in the game, there are choices for you as a player as to what you could be doing. You can log into the world and say, I feel like doing this today. And then, you know, another day you can feel like doing that. And I reckon there's a good choice at any given time of at least between 6 and 10 different specific activities and types of gameplay, depending on the mood you're in for that play session, that you could engage in this game. I mean, what do you say to that? That's what I reckon the secret of Rift is and why it's so good.
Yeah, but I mean, that's with any good game, you should have that sort of choice, though.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. And you know what? Yeah. I know that you hate me talking about it, but love it or hate it, that is also where WoW is so good. And it's why WoW still stands up today, you know, because of that choice. I mean, would you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that, but World of Warcraft has also had, you know, 7 years to do that, but absolutely. Rift already has it now.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And in fact, Rift's only been out, well, we know, over it was not, what is it, 18 months now, or less?
Probably a bit less than that, to be honest.
And look at this, folks! There's all sorts of hell breaking loose here. How amazing does that look, Tallahassee? The spell effects in this game are just incredible, aren't they?
Yep. That was Weakening Essence that I popped off there.
Wow, that was just fantastic. Wow. By the way, I saw another tablet over here. I'm just going to run over and grab it. Oh, no, someone stole it already. Okay, I'm 5 of 6 of the tablet rubbings. What are you?
2 of 6.
2 of 6. A couple of minutes left in this episode, so I guess we'll wrap up very shortly. And I'm guessing that what we'll do is... here we go. Is carry on here in our next week's episode. You know what? I think it's getting time again I'm getting a lot of people saying, hey, can you guys run another instance? Now, I'm sure we've missed out. I mean, we're supposed to have run an instance by now, surely, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We missed out on King's Breach, which is sort of the next one along for us, or would have been. But we have well and truly outgrown that one.
Whoopsie. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. We've just been having too much fun doing questing, which is amazing because, you know, most games questing is like a bit of a yawn and it can seem like a bit of a grind, but gosh, we've been so caught up in it here that we've completely forgotten the dungeons. So there's a turnaround for the books. All right. Well, look, actually, Tallahassee, we've got a few things coming up in the not too distant future. One of them, of course, being our 100th episode. Can you believe it? 100 episodes in our Rift Let's Play series, and I think we're going to have a very special event for that. So before we sign out, why don't we organise that now? I mean, what I'd like to do, mate, and maybe you've got some ideas, but I would love to get, obviously, the Seraphim Guild around, and I'd love to invite any of our viewers that are still playing the game here to come along and join us to film our 100th episode. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon that'd be very nice.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's celebrate in style. Still can't believe it's 100 episodes. So look, folks, what we'll do is we'll have a think about that, and in next week's episode, which will be episode number 99, we'll put all the details in and we'll talk to you about it then in that episode. We'll let you know what we're going to do, where we're going to do it, and when we're going to do it, and that gives you guys a chance to come along and join us and make history here in our Rift Let's Play episode to be part of the 100th episode, because we'd love you guys to be with us for that. Anyhow, we are out of time. We need to get out of here. Of course, we shall log in next. Oh, hang on. Do you know what we should do, mate? Why don't we log out on the fence again and see if we can replicate this week's crazy shenanigans. That'll be hilarious if that's the case. Anyway, we shall see. That was probably one of the most weirdest episodes we've had for a long time, but still lots and lots of fun. So certainly hope you guys enjoyed it. Certainly hope you'll join us in the next one as we get beaten up here. That's definitely our cue to leave. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, Tallahassee, it's us saying take care. Hope you're having a better day than us, wherever in the world you are. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.